There it is.
Also, too, Mike, if you want to go in the pop up the YouTube, I'll send you this link right here.
Okay.
You can just mute the video, pause the video. Let me grab it. You pause the video and just mute the.
Oh, you want what I'm in right now? You mean I actually go to the channel to the?
Yeah, you can't see the chat. You have to actually go to the YouTube channel to see the chat.
Okay. So you just send it to me? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's better. Okay, let me close this one out then.
You just send it to me? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Can you, RJ, can you share the link in Slack real quick?
What did you say?
Can you share the link in Slack? I just closed it.
Got it. All right, everybody's coming in. Yo, yo, yo. All right. 26. Everybody that's coming in too, please go ahead and give the video a thumbs up and share it. Basically, giving an applause to Mike for coming on the show. Thank you for coming on.
Yep.
I'm excited to tell our last 7 days. I get excited when I hear big numbers, man. I just love stuff like that.
I've been excited for this all day, man. This is what I've been thinking about all day. Like literally, I've been talking about it on the groups and everything else, and I feel like people are thinking I'm just like hyping this thing up ridiculous. Like I'm not. Like I feel, if anything, I haven't given enough hype.
What? I think he just logged himself out, huh?
Did I mess up, man?
No, you're good.
Okay.
I think RJ might have messed up somewhere.
Yeah, I'm trying. I didn't know. I was. You can hear me though, right?
Yeah, you're good.
I can hear you. People are just coming on right now. Give it like a couple minutes and wait for people to hop on.
I guess I'm talking through the Facebook link. Do I need to cross over to the other one, or I'm not sure?
No. So this is what you do. So just go over to YouTube. You're just gonna pause the video and mute the volume over there, and you're gonna basically see all of the comments coming in.
Got you. Okay. So you can hear me. I can read the chat. Okay, cool. Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. Okay, got it, guys. I'm sorry. I'm untechy, so you know.
That's all good.
Is the shirt looking backwards? No, we're good.
Well, it's backwards because it's on the camera. It reverses it.
Oh.
So.
Let's get sloth. I like that one.
Let's see. Okay, cool. Thumbs up. Rep from San Diego, Gual.
Ruben, are you in San Diego?
That's how he made that. He made this the Spanish group.
Yeah, I know, right? Like it's his whole demographic right there. You locked it up.
My question, guys. I can't see myself, but you can hear me though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's
yeah. So yeah, we can hear you perfect now.
I gotta bring, guys. I got a big thing of water here, man.
I got that one.
Yeah.
All right. So all right. So what we've been doing too, Mike, we've been actually showing people our shirts. People have been sending their shirts, and we've been showing them. We have the links down below. And actually, everybody's loving this shirt right here. If you guys can see it, it's a good design. Yeah. Detail work is all good, and people are loving it. So,
dude, that's nice, man.
Yeah, the girls are all commenting on my post. They're like, "No, we don't want to see your guac." So.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, I guess the audio.
We don't want to see your guac either, man. So.
Nah, there it goes. Yeah, no, he's going in and out,
huh?
Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you fine on my end. Does it sound good on everybody's side, guys, or was it totally gone?
Yeah, because I don't know. Let me see. Now he'll disappear for a little bit and come back in. Now he's looking good now.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all good. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Good old internet, man. You know.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Our sound issues are famous on this show.
Shit.
Did you show your shirt, Matt?
Here's mine. You want to see? Here's my shirt. It's
Let me
blank.
see that. Let's get slothed.
Yeah.
Let's get slop.
Cool. I like that one. Did your wife do that one, man? Or you?
No, this is a friend of ours.
Okay.
So,
because she does stuff for you, right? She does.
My wife's the designer of the team. Yeah.
Okay. Right on, man.
All right, guys. So so we got Mike Gual on the show. He's from San Diego, California. I reached out to him. I forgot exactly how I reached out to him, but
actually, I made a comment. I made a comment on the Designer Factory group or something.
Yeah, you got it.
I think that's how we connected. So
yeah, and I just heard all kinds of crazy things about his numbers and stuff like that, and I was like, wow, is this true? And 20 designs up. We'll go into more detail a little bit.
Well, it's a little more than 20 designs, bro.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to start the show. Thank you for coming out. We're going to start the show last 7 days. My last 7 days, I am at 238 shirts sold at $1,064 in royalties.
Nice. Climbed over the $1,000 mark. Our last 7 days, we're at 117 for 448.32.
I go.
Yeah, you go, Mike.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Go ahead, Mike.
All right. Well, we're at the 18th, right? So I'm just going to give you like from the 1st to the 18th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know I'd break it down for you guys. Okay, you ready? 68,123 t-shirts sold for 1.7 million. $1,770,568.78, and the royalty we're pricing shirts at $25, $25.99. So that comes to $675,780.16. That's the total. And I split that with the tire company for three. So my share is $337,890.08 this month so far. And we sold to date, like from I'm going from January to now, 218,123 shirts. And I talk about the setup fees. We'll get into it. $25,000 in setup fees. Like going and setting up clients. So those are my numbers, guys. So far. Man. Yeah, doing local, like I said, we'll get into all that stuff. You know what I mean? It's a little different than what everybody else is doing. So.
Yeah. Also say that's amazing. That's crazy. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to be this guy's pizza guy, Mike's pizza guy, so I can come in there and just see what he's doing.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah.
I tell him I'll wash windows for free for him too. If he,
there you go.
I was like, hey, give me all the secrets, and I'll start washing windows, start working for free,
right,
do whatever I got to do.
If I reveal secrets, you guys got to do some designs for me, man. So. Hey,
I got that on lockdown. That part's easy.
Oh man, that's funny.
All right, so let's obviously everybody wants to know kind of a little bit of more detail into it. So all the royalties are not his, like all 600,000 is not his exactly, but he's getting half of that. So, but even still with that, you know what I mean? That's so amazing. And he's doing over like $1 million in sales. And honestly, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start.
I mean, I could tell you a little bit about me so you got the people in the group know. I'm a window cleaner by trade. I've been doing that for 25 years. So I have a lot of business experience, and I do I do a lot of stuff like really old school, and what I do, a lot of the stuff I do. People are not doing today, and it still works. It's called direct response marketing. So what it is these, I'll show you these little flyers. They come to your house, right? You can see like this, these little flyers with offers and shit on them, right? Nice. So these are the type of businesses that, actually, when I started my window cleaning business, I used to advertise in these, right? And they're that was 20 years ago. So these things to run I mean, and real super expensive. You can see a full page like this. It's back when I did it was like $1,500 a month.
Right.
They're $4,000 now. So basically, when I got into the merch game, I knew I wasn't going to do upload designs. I knew I wasn't. I didn't care to do that. And I heard it. Everybody knows who Chris Green is. So he mentioned it in 2015. And I listened in September, and I didn't listen to him. And then toward the end of the month, like in October, he mentioned, hey, we're going to be doing a webinar on how to do it for local business. So that piqued my curiosity, because I've been in the local arena since 2009, helping local businesses by doing Facebook ads. I used to rank back in the day, these little YouTube videos for them with like review videos and rank them, and I used to charge like $97 a month. And I was doing that. And so I've always had an interest in the local arena. And then merch came out, and I just figured that as another way to bring in a client, because I don't look at this as just selling a t-shirt, because I have a small ad agency, that does YouTube videos and Google ads and web design, anything to do to help a business, right?
Right.
So I was doing that stuff, and like I said, merch came out, and that's what like for instance, the tire company that I had been working on that I talk about, I've been working on that company for 6 months, going back and forth. And merch came out at that time, and I overheard a conversation, right? We clean the windows at their buildings, right? So I overheard the guys talking about how they were having problems with the t-shirts. They were buying them locally and then having to keep them in the warehouse, and people were walking off with them, and they couldn't track everything. So I actually, when the conversation was over, I walked up to the guy and I said, hey, Amazon has a new program that I think I can help you with, where you don't have to keep any inventory. So I explained the whole, I showed him the merch and all that kind of stuff, and told him about merch. And so he got me an appointment with a regional manager. There was all these steps, it's corporate, right? Mm-hmm. So they put you through all this stuff. So I talked to the regional manager, explained to him, and he says, and he's the one that got me the appointment, which I call the suits, the guys in their suits in the boardroom kind of thing. So it was very intimidating. I'm just a regular guy. I was nervous, but I brought an attorney with me. Cost me about $2,000, because he understands all the the trademarks and all that kind of stuff, mm-hmm. right? So I just gave my presentation, and one guy, he stood up and said, hey, dude, you can say this is going to save us like $300,000. So right there, I knew I had the deal, and it was worth bringing the attorney with me, because he listened to everything, and then we signed contracts, and I walked out of there with a check for almost $28,000. So it was worth to bring somebody with me, that understands all that stuff. And that was for, getting the t-shirts all set up, and also Facebook ads and YouTube ads and stuff like that. It wasn't just for t-shirts, but right. I helped them. Now they don't have to keep any inventory in their place, so I'm the first guy I'm sure you guys are. When you're going to upload your t-shirts, they have the sell on Amazon that goes live, and then they have the direct link, the sample link. That's what it's called, a private link. So they send that to when they run their promotions in these mags every month. And these work. I mean, a lot of guys are saying, hey, do Facebook ads and do this, but you lead into that, right? You do what I do is merch first, and then I lead them into
right
those services, because I want them as a client. I want to sign them up, and where I'm getting $1,000 to $1,500 a month, and doing those Facebook ads and helping them scale. So I'm charging them, $1,000 to $1,500, but I'm making them, $6,000 to $8,000, maybe more a month. So of course they're going to pay me, right? So that's the long game. You know what I mean? And like I said, what I was beginning to say, like this stuff works. I mean, you see the same ads coming these come like every week, these ads. So people saying, you hear a lot of marketers saying that doesn't work. It does. And that's why I'm successful with merch, because I'm doing stuff that people aren't doing. You know what I'm saying? Using this, because I basically, how I got into merch is just taking my experience with my window cleaning and how I built it, and I applied it to merch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I tried stuff. I didn't have a blueprint, and I made mistakes, just probably like we all do, right? But I tried stuff. The thing I'm really good at is implementation. Just like because I have a business, so I know, like, what's real key is the follow up. Most people, you go in and you'll say no to you as an owner. The owner will say no to you, and they just give up. They're just like, they're done. I mean, I go back. I might go back in 6 weeks, and sometimes it depends on who you talk to at the business, right? But I just took, like I said, for instance, let's talk a little bit about the pizza place. And this was when merch was brand new. I did this in October of 2015. It was a brand new restaurant. I walked in, actually was a small little like takeout place almost. And I walk in, and I ordered a pizza. And I wait, and it was cooking for 20 minutes. So I struck up a conversation with the guy. And then after he went to hand me the pizza, and I said to him, hey, look, how would you like me to show you how to get more clients into your business using Amazon? Not merch by Amazon, because nobody knows that, right? But everybody knows Amazon, right? And the guy kind of looked at me. He was a little like puzzled. I'm like, how's Amazon going to help me? So I said, give me a second. I walk out to my car. I grab my tablet, and I didn't have shirts. I didn't have anything. But I did show him the platform, and show him the royalties and everything. And I was real honest with him. I said, this is brand new. And the guy just took a chance on me. You know what I mean? And so I set him up, and, the rest is history. We went from there, and then I go to find out that so anyway, I told him there was a small setup fee of $250 to do all this stuff. And I mean, it takes you how many seconds to upload a shirt, right? But the customer doesn't know that, right? They don't know. And I just said to him, we have admin that got to, resize it and, take care of that for us. So then I go to find out he has 3 other locations. So I ended up making $750 on setup fees, and the reason why, guys, what are you worth, right? If you're going to go in and talk to somebody, try to get. If you're not comfortable with, like, let's say $250, get $100. Just get something, for your time.
Well, it also builds in some value for your service, right? Like, because nobody wants anything for free. They just don't freaking believe it, right? You walk in and it's just like, this is too good to be true. There's got to be a scam somewhere. So, like, if you're charging, like, it kind of takes care of that right off the bat.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just so right, dude. But here's and guys, look, I tried this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I was doing stuff on the fly. Like if somebody asked me something, and I just tried things, and whatever worked, I just rinse and repeat, right? So. Here's what I'm trying to say: the power of what I'm doing versus uploading a shirt, right? You're walking out with a check for $250 that you can put into your bank account while you're waiting for your royalties to come for that business, right? So how many times a day or week or whatever do you, like, let's just say you did that once a week, bro. That's $1,000, man.
Yep.
How many shirts do you have to upload to make that? I don't know. I have no idea, but I'm sure it's quite a bit, right? Or, I mean, and here, I'll say this too, guys. I'm at 14,000 tier with 163 designs up. That's it. you know, making the, it's like, because, you know, it's not, I don't, it's a business, you know, it's just, you get their design, right? You know, after you know, make the contact and they agree, you just take their design and upload it. And they're doing all the, bro, they're doing all the promo. They're the ones that are pushing, they're running these things, and they're also pushing it to their list. They have a list of people.
Right.
And I know this works. You don't have to, that's what I'm saying, that's the beauty. You don't have, all you have to do is put it up on your in your account, and then just watch sales come in. Because once they run these things, bro, once you run these ads, and once they push that to their list, you'll see all the sales coming in. I see it all the time.
Right.
You know, so that's yeah. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, no. I was going to say, I think the thing that a lot of people don't get about this model is how much it costs for a business to actually bring a customer in. Like customer acquisition, especially for a small business like a pizza place, that's the majority of where they're spending their money. It's not in the actual pizza. It's not in their labor, everything else. It's getting customers through the door. So that's where, like, this is really exciting for a business like that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's you know, a lot of, you know, I get a lot of questions too. Why can't the owner do it themselves, or you know they can go get their own account? Listen, people, I'm doing this 2.5 years. An owner doesn't want to upload T-shirts. Mm-hmm. Okay, they want to work on their business. You know, they want to make pizzas or whatever they do, make burgers or whatever. They don't want that. Do you really think an owner like of a big establishment, oh yeah, okay, great, I'm going to upload T-shirts today? It's not. They don't do that, bro.
Right.
You know, they don't. That's where you come in. So. And here, let me give you a couple more things. Here's the power of what I'm doing versus what you guys are doing. And I'm not knocking your model, but you don't have to worry. Like I hear you guys talking about, okay, you got to do keywords, right? You don't have to do keywords like for bit. You don't have to worry about somebody copying your design and then tanking your listing, whatever it is. It's who's going to copy the logo of, you know, the public, you know, the pizza down the street, right? So that's what's the beauty about this too. Yeah. I don't have to worry. Like,
so like you said, you had it in a private link, correct? So on the flyer, what you're putting a QR code on the flyer? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. So what I, excuse me, guys, what I do is, so I have a flyer sent to you guys, right? Okay. Yeah. And so for instance, I'll use this as an example. You have like 3 offers, like here, $59 cleaning, and you know, $500 for Invisalign, and then some other bump. So you would take the bigger, like I would have them take this big offer right here, okay, and there'll be a picture of a QR code right here with the T-shirt, and it'll say what the offer is inside here. And all the customer has, and they'll usually, I try to get them to at least discount at 50% off, right? Mm-hmm. And all the person has to do is you take your phone camera, scan the QR code, and it brings them right to the Amazon listing, and the people buy the shirt and wear it in. The thing with this stuff, guys, you don't want the customer to do too many things, right? You don't want to bring them to a landing page and check my shirts out. You want them to do one thing. They see that, they go like, oh wow, you know, it's 50% off on you know, dental stuff, and boom, they buy the shirt, wear it in, and that's it. It's you want, like I said, you want them to do one thing, and it's to buy that shirt and wear it in, and they get the offer, you know. And here, and let me just say this too, you know, a lot of people are like going into some of the establishments, and they're bringing like a receipt. Oh, I bought the shirt, and then they get the offer, because you know, it's the businesses are, you know, pretty stand up, right? They okay, yeah, sure, great, and then they come back and they cancel the shirt order. So I started seeing that, dude. Yeah, you know, they're shady, right?
Right, of course.
I started seeing that, and I said to the owners, hey, listen, they have to wear the shirt in to get the offer, because we're losing sales when they do that. So that they implemented that real quick. They let everybody know. And so let me share this too while I'm talking to you guys. So the pizza place, when I picked them up 2 years ago, they have 8 establishments now, right? And they have this really nice one. It's almost like a sports bar. setup kind of thing. So I went in there the other day to go eat, and this lady's coming out of the restaurant wearing one of their shirts, you know, and the owner happened to be there, you know, and it's really to see the face on the owner, like how happy, because another lady walks in, right? Another lady walks in and says, "Oh, where'd you get that shirt?" You know, like real happy, you know, because she did. You know, people have their favorite spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she was all happy. So the lady's telling her, "Yeah, I got this promo that they did last week," and the owner overheard it and brings the lady over to. They had a brochure, you know, all laminated on the counter with the offer. He says, "Yeah, just take your phone and scan this, and the next time you come in, you can redeem the offer." But it's cool to see it in action. You know, people like telling other people, like if you and I are friends and say, "Hey, Mike, I saw this really cool movie and I ate at this good place," you're going to say something. Mm-hmm. So that's what's cool about what I do. It's people they get excited and tell everybody about everything. So it snowballs.
Right.
But it's cool to see it. You know what I mean? When you're there.
Right.
You know?
Word of mouth is the best advertising.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Stay out of my town, dude. Stay out of my town.
Did you
yeah.
Did you wear your shirt when you went to go eat pizza?
Say that again. I didn't hear you.
Did you wear your shirt when you went to go eat pizza?
Well, they take care of me, man, because I take care of them, bro.
Okay. All right.
No, but I did wear their. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I do. I go in there and wear it, but it's good to see it when other customers are wearing it, and then a woman comes in and they're all excited about it. You know what I mean? And say, you know, like, "Oh, I like your shirt," and then it's I don't know. It makes me feel good. I'm helping a business, bringing clients, and you know, it just like I said, it's a snowball effect. So at the end of the day, I like to help people. I mean, you talk to people that actually know me. I'm not a guru, guys. I'm a real person. You know, I don't pitch anything. I just, you know, but I like to help. You know, that's why I like help. They really do need our help. You know, some of them, they're not even aware a lot of, you know, stuff like this that's going on, you know. Right. So if you can help them get, and the nice thing too is like there's no I have no competition, like zero. So I can teach you and I can teach RJ, and you can do it in your own town, and we would never like cross paths at all, unless AJ sneaks in and, you know, and he's trying to come in and then, you know, find out, you know, stuff, you know.
I see some people in the chat, Mike, asking about, just for an example, like how this works with the pizza company. Like, can you break down how they're using the promotion?
How they're using? What do you mean?
What's the offer?
Well, like I said, like with the let's see, this is $24.95. Okay, so I usually try to have them take a big offer like this and discount it.
Right.
So when we do the QR code form in here and it has a shirt, it'll say implant bundle. It'll say buy this shirt and receive 50% off on implant bundles, if that makes sense.
Right. So, like, for example, like with the pizza place, like, is it like a one a day or once a week type thing? Like, wear the shirt on Tuesday?
I misunderstood you. Yeah. They run like it depends on the promo. They run like the smaller ones. That like, let's say like buy one pizza, get one free type of thing, or the pizza. You know, you get like the 20-inch pizza for, you know, $20. They run those every week, but the bigger promos where it's like a family thing, and it's, you know, family four come in, and it's, you know, it's like $30. They'll run those once a month.
Okay.
It depends. It really depends on them. I just kind of guide them a little bit, but they kind of just take my lead and go. I mean, they can do whatever they want. I mean, once I get them going, right. But the bigger promotions are done once a month, and the smaller ones, you know, because they have the pizza company has 7 different promos going. Yeah. You know, at any given time. Mm-hmm. So they'll do like the small ones once a week, and then like they'll do a real big one once a month, if that makes sense. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think everybody's like probably like the biggest thing, like the most like Like, I think the approach, like approaching a business and trying to work out a deal with them. That's like I think that's the biggest thing that I see that everybody would have a problem with.
Sure. I get it, man. I teach too also how, okay. So one, what I do is I try, before I used to just do it old school, right? I used to do it how I did my window cleaning business and get clients. I go in the street and pass cards out, you know what I mean? And then just talk. But, to save time now and going into an owner now, you want to be sure you do a little bit of homework on that business, then just go out, right? And you want to, first of all, number one, you want to target businesses that are spending money on ads. Mm-hmm. Don't waste your time if they're not spending money on any ads at all, any advertising. You're banging your head, because these guys are, they're more than willing to try things. When they're spending like $4,000 for this one page, they're willing to try. They're willing to do a setup, and they're willing to try different things. But you want to, like I said, you want to do a little bit of research on this company. Check out their website. Check out their social media, Facebook, if they have Instagram, if they have Twitter, just to see who they're marketing to. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. So right now, as I can see for everybody, like the best thing to do right now is go outside, check your mailbox, and look who's advertising right now. That's like the most easiest way to do it. That's the way I'm looking at everything right now. Go check your mailbox and see who's advertising to you, and then do your research and then go from there. So yeah,
that's perfect, AJ. That's most of the times these come and you just toss them, right? You just like, oh, this is just crap. I just throw it in the trash. Don't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? But here's what I'll say to people. I know it might sound daunting to talk to an owner. It's really easier than you think. Just listen, when you're out and about, and you keep some cards with you. Check, like for instance, I'll give you an example. When you're walking around the mall or something, you see a lot of places they'll have signage in the window, right? That say 50% off on something or whatever. Those, walk into those businesses and talk to them. You don't like. It's just talking to people. I mean, I'm doing this a long time, but just ask questions. Strike up a conversation with them. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm sure some of you, or even talk to your inner circle, right? Your family first, right? And to get your feet wet. Another way you can contact business owners, you can email them. If you're that introvert that's afraid, email them. And make a small take a screen capture and get on video and do a video of yourself and just explain the points with merch, how you can help a business. You know what I'm saying? How you can, this is what we can do for you, and just go through all the points like a PowerPoint almost, and then email the client. But you have to do that.
Yeah.
Do more than one. You can't just do one and then, I didn't get any response. You have to I do a lot of those. And I'm not great at getting on a camera either. Like, I suck, but I do it. You know what I mean? And it just takes that one person to get, to reach back to you like, hey, can you come in and show me? And then I'm sure anybody can go in and talk about merch, right? And explain to the people how you can help them with using a t-shirt promo that way too.
So when you're going into a business, Mike, the first time, how are you approaching the situation? Like, what are you using when you walk in, like, to open up the conversation, right? Like, let's give some people some real nuts and bolts in terms of, like, if I'm going to go out and do that this weekend, how should I approach the situation?
Well, like I said, if I want to do what I would do today, right? Like I said, I would do my homework first, and then you want to bring a couple of things. You want to be prepared, right? You want to bring a business card with you. You want to have a couple of samples of t-shirts, the premium or the standard. You want to have something like a mock-up generator. You guys probably know more than I do about that. I use Printful, right? The mock and take their, use Shopify, whatever, and take their logo and, put it into this stuff and print it out to show them. You want to
give them a visual.
Exactly. You want to give them visual. Okay. But I mean, today I would have, before anybody if you're not confident in walking in, then I suggest doing these things first, getting all these things so that you can present, because you go in and half-ass this stuff, they're not going to give you time of day.
Right, for sure. I mean, they're going to be very skeptical when you first walk in. You got to get past that first, hump to start a conversation.
Exactly. If you just go in and you don't really, I mean, you could pull up, like I said, you can take your phone and pull up stuff off merch, show them some of your listings and do that. But I mean, today, I did that too with a pizza place. I just walked in and struck a conversation. But I would, the problem with doing that today is that you want to get the owner's attention, right? If you just walk in and there's all this stuff going on in the restaurant, and the owner happens to be there, or a manager, they're not going to pay attention to you.
Right.
They're going to listen to you, but there's all this distraction going around them, and they're listening, but they're not. So the best thing to do is, what I do is, I mean, I have people going out now passing cards out for me, but what I did before is, I schedule an appointment and say, hey, can I schedule an appointment with you later today or tomorrow this week, where I can get 10 minutes of your time, so I can get them out of that environment, either in their office or outside. You can pull them outside if they give you 10 minutes. Right. That's what I do, because all the distraction in a restaurant, they're not paying attention. Right. They care less. So that's what I would do. I mean, this is the stuff I would do today.
Now, are you mentioning Amazon right off the bat when you open up to them? Like, is that basically kind of how you're starting with them?
No, I'm not starting off with mentioning Amazon. I'm just starting, I don't listen. The only time I go in now, what I'm doing now, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I have people that are going out and passing cards out for me, and they're hitting every business, right? Mm-hmm. And all they're instructed to do is, when they hand the card to somebody, all they're instructed to do is, we would like to set up an appointment with you, how we can show you how we can get more clients into your business using Amazon. That's it. Yep. And if they want to, and if the owner's there or the manager's there and they want to learn, they want to know more, all they're instructed to do is for them to call the number, because I don't feel comfortable with them closing the deal, but I can do a better job. I mean, and plus, if you're trying to pick up a business, you're not going to get the work if you're not going to go in there and talk to them. Mm-hmm. And I'm the guy behind it, right? And I'm the one that wants to make the connect. I need to go in and talk to the guy, because I know if the guy's willing to want to know more information, because I'm really good at sales. Like, I'm doing it 35 years. If you're calling me to come in to do something like with my window cleaning, if you're calling me up, I'm doing your house. You know what I'm saying? That's how confident I am. So it's the same with merch. If they're willing to take the time for you to come in and show them how to do this, I know I'm going to close them. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's a warm lead. You don't have to have my experience, though. I mean, you could, if they're, like I said, if they're willing to listen, just walk them through the points. I mean, I'm assuming that everybody's here knows a little bit that they can talk to somebody about merch, right? Even though you're doing designs and uploading, you know what I mean? So if you don't know, if you're not, confident in talking about merch, and I don't suggest you do my model until you know, like, really, guys, I know you're laughing, but I'm assuming that you can, like, Matt or RJ, you can probably just walk to a stranger, like to somebody in your family or a stranger, and tell them about merch and show them how you do stuff and how you can make money doing it. I mean, I don't think you need to be that much of an expert, you know what I mean? I don't think it's expert. I think that you need to have some confidence, right? Like, you need to be able to walk into and actually have a conversation. So there's a skill set. Amanda Balcazar in the chat actually mentioned that this is something that the older generation actually has an advantage over the newer generation, right? Because we're used to actually having to have conversations. You need to be able to walk in and talk. Listen, I'll say this, guys. If you think you're going to sit behind it, listen, and I'm going to be real frank about stuff, okay? Look. If you guys are doing merch the same way, uploading T-shirts and thinking you're going to get sales, your sales are going to suffer. There's so much competition now, and I'm not saying you guys can make money that way, the way Matt and RJ do it, but I'm telling you right now, there's so much competition, and I'll tell you that merch is shifting. Okay, merch is looking for brands. Merch is looking for people that are for partners, not people just throwing up shit and hoping it sells. I'm being real. I'm being real frank here. I don't know as much. I'm a Ken Real. You probably guys know him. Chris Green. You probably know him. Neil Lassen. They all know merch. The people up there more than I do. Mm-hmm. But they tell me things, and merch is making a huge shift. Just go into the merch. Go to the merch landing page and don't log in, but scroll down to the bottom and look at all the brands. There's Disney, there's Marvel, there's a Cartoon Network. That's where it's going. I'm just saying. I hope you guys are listening. Like we were talking the other day about partnering with somebody or partnering with an artist. Okay, that's what Ken does. They have these licensing shows or expos or these shows with artists. Like, go to those things and talk to them. Artists, all they want to do is do their drawings, and they have no idea how to monetize or do anything and sell their drawings or their art, whatever. And that's where a person like AJ can come in that has the experience. Like, hey man, I can get your art on merch, and we'll split, the royalty. That's what Ken does, So I'm just saying, you guys, you got to do stuff different. You can't. It's not just throwing up a listing and then doing keywords.
Right. Absolutely.
I mean, I know Matt's good at that stuff, like keywords, but man, I mean, I just say how you guys sales are doing, and I'm not saying that as a dig.
No, 100%. Like, this is why I was so excited when I had conversations with you behind the scenes, and when I first started merch, I saw a interview you had done talking about what you were doing, and it was something I always meant to come back to because my background is sales. Like, this is what I do. I own my own business. Every single day, I'm out there talking to people, closing deals for myself, for my business. So it fits perfectly for me. But yeah, like this is 100%.
I'm the only person on this platform. Okay, my first month I made $63,000 in merch. Mm-hmm. Nobody's done that. I mean, not that I know of. Yeah. And that was, if I didn't pick up the tire company, even if at that month, okay, I still would have done 30,000. Mm-hmm. And this is doing stuff locally. So nobody paid attention back then. Everybody was so like, let's get the designs up, and I want to get, everybody's racing to get to tier, whatever, right? Well, you know what? Eventually, you probably won't see tiers,
right?
And that's not gonna matter. But listen, I've seen people like a 20K tier or 18K tier or whatever, But what are your sales at the end of the day, right? What are your? It doesn't. Okay, so I got to tier 18,000. That but I'm only selling 100 shirts a day. I don't know. I mean, I'm just throwing a number out there. I mean, to me, that seems like really low. Mm. You know what I mean? So
I started thinking about that too. Once I got to 10K tier, I was like, this really don't matter. Like this, like the system is like, okay, you're uploading all these designs, but it's not. You're like throwing 1,000 designs at the wall, and it's only catching 100. Like you want.
I got a question for you guys because you do like what? Okay, so you. I mean, I can upload 500 a day.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you do? I mean, how many are you getting up a day? I know 10,000. What it's like that 200-300 or something, or what?
RJ can do 5. I can do 2.
Yeah.
Okay, and so are you guys hitting that?
No.
Yeah, it's rough, man. It's really hard to do that. Like and it's I don't know. To me, what you guys are doing is daunting. Mm-hmm. I'm saying that's like I just don't have the patience for that. You know what I mean? And I rather just help a local business and do what I'm doing. Listen, the only people that are going to even catch me or even surpass me are the people that learn what I do. And that's going to happen. I got students already getting sales, and I just know there's a couple that are just going to like crush me. I already see it. And You know what? I can't wait till that happens.
Right. That's the beauty of this. Like, and that's why I was so excited about this episode too. It's why I've been promoting it so hard. It's like literally everybody can win. Like you're not competing with anybody else. Like how many people in your city are actually doing merch? Like we have maps out there that we've put together that show like how many people are in an area. Man, it's really unusual if you have 2 or 3 people close to you that are doing merch.
No, I mean I could like everybody in the who was I don't have the chat up. I'm watching myself, but anybody can do this, and we wouldn't even be running into each other.
Right.
That's what's great about this. There's literally no competition. But everybody's that's doing it the other way. It's like afraid to talk to an owner. So if you're afraid to talk to an owner, then email the owner. You know what I mean, and start doing it that way first. But just talk. I mean, I'm sure you guys know some business people that own a business, right?
Yeah.
Talk to them, man. Start with them first. I mean, even if you don't make that much money with them, get them going, and
get it in the door.
Yeah, and then it gets better, guys. Trust me. Matt, the more you do it, the better you get at it.
100%. So quick question, when it comes to businesses, right? Like, so, because this is a question I see a lot of times as an objection that people are worried about. And one thing I will say too, guys, like, just go out and fucking do it, right? Like you'll find the objections once you get started. Don't try and find excuses why this isn't going to work before you even start. Like go out there and just fucking do it. But one of the objections I see a lot is like, how do we compete with screen printers, right? Because screen printers obviously have less cost with their turning out, right? Their cost per shirt is less than what Amazon's is.
Yeah, I get that all the time. So here's the beauty, okay, guys, and you guys know this, right? First of all, you're going with yes, you can get everything cheaper, no doubt. But the quality, I mean, I've talked to a couple of people. The quality is not the greatest. Okay, you get a guy that's doing a shirt for selling for $6, and then doing the art, the screen printing. And I talked to somebody to a business owner, and it came out like shit. It looked horrible. Okay, too. You're going to get the common sizes, right? Small, medium, large, extra large, and 2X or whatever. With Amazon, that's what you have to try to sell them on. There's no inventory. Listen, I just talked to somebody the other day, and they're this business buys a lot of T-shirts, but they have to buy like 1,000 at a time. Okay, and they're getting them for $5 a shirt, right? So they have to come up with that upfront cost all the time, $5,000 every time to get those shirts.
Yeah.
So you have to sell the owner of the business owner on. Well, listen, you don't have to keep any inventory. You can order one at a time. There's how many colors now? 21 colors.
Right.
There's different. There's men, women, and youth. Okay, and there's all different kinds of sizes. The women and the youth shirts are different, right? They fit different. So these are the selling points you have to talk to the owner with. I mean, listen, guys, there's really no excuse. It's free to talk to an owner. It doesn't cost you anything, right? And so if they tell you no, okay, so what? Go see someone else. I mean, there's 28 million businesses, small ones, around the country. Okay, and here's another thing. The way I do stuff, guys. Okay, I'm listening to you guys like, I'm a 10,000 tier, and I got to upload this many designs, and and it's real. Listen, you can literally make with 3 clients, okay, 3 clients, a very good living. Okay. Because like I said, the end game for me is not just selling the T-shirt, is offering them other services. So I'm hoping you guys are listening to this. Okay. You want to sign up. If you can work listen, you build a rapport, you make them money, right? With selling the shirts. You make in the first month. The next month, you help them scale. Like, hey, I can do Facebook for you. Okay. You start off with Facebook. And you get a retainer, almost like you can sign them up for $1,000 to $1,500. So right there, even if you do, that's $3,000. Most people ain't making $3,000 doing merch right now, doing the other way. And you could keep and this, guys, this is recurring. every single month. It's a business is different than trying to upload a design, guys, because the business you were targeting, especially restaurants, it's recurring revenue, and does people have to eat? Yes. And they have their favorite spot? Yes. The tire company, people are always buying tires. So you target in a mostly consumable, stuff like, like the oil change. You got to get your car's oil changed. The salons, another good one. You have salons, so women are always doing their hair, nails, and all that kind of stuff. So it's so much different than what you guys are doing, because there's always some type of sale or promo going on. Listen, when I started, I tried to hit a couple of different businesses, but now, and I have 2 mentors, right, from the local arena that I paid a lot of money to get me here. Okay, they cost me $5,000 a piece for each one of these mentors, but I'm doing 7 figures because of it, right?
Right.
In the local arena. So, guys, listen to what I'm saying. I mean, it's so much different. It's so much bigger than trying to sell. Everybody thinks it's just trying to sell a T-shirt to a business. It's more than that. It's a tool. To help you, get clients. And but I say, you want to help them build a revenue stream, get that relationship with them, and then you move them on to the other stuff.
Right. You're not selling apparel. You're selling the ability for them to make money.
Yeah, exactly. And they see that, you have to, guys, you have to, some owners won't get it, but you as a salesperson, or, you have to present them, you got to present that to them, why merch is better than, yeah, you can get the local guy can do it, but they can order one at a time. And also if they have T-shirts for their employees, you can do the private link, just price the shirt at the lowest price point, $12.95, right? It's like there's no, and then they just reimburse the employee on their check. I mean, when I worked for somebody, that's what they did with me. I mean, with the uniforms and stuff. Yeah. So don't like Matt was saying, guys, don't overthink stuff. Just go out, just go out and do it. You can talk to anybody can talk to somebody. I'm pretty sure they could talk to anybody about merch. I mean, I have friends that I think you might have heard you say this, Matt. I don't know, but I'm helping. Some friends are out of work, and you help them and show them this platform, right, to help them out. I mean, I do the same. Listen, guys, I'm going to say this. This is not for everybody, okay? And it's not easy, okay? But I can tell you this much: if you try it and give it a chance, and you do this persistently, consistently, you're going to get somebody to tell you yes, okay? And I'm telling you, you don't need that many clients to do well, to make. I mean, I think an extra $3,000 to $5,000 will help a lot of people, a lot of families and people, So this is what I'm trying to preach. Is like, it doesn't, just talk to somebody, and you never know where it leads you to. And that business might have 4 locations or 5 locations. So now, I mean, shoot, man, you just upped your game, your income.
Right.
So
I mean, it's the one thing too. Like, so everybody else that's working in the classic merch model, right? You start off in tier 10. Like, you aren't going to make shit unless you happen to make like the greatest T-shirt ever that suddenly takes off like a rocket ship and it sells a bunch of copies, right? Which doesn't really happen. Okay. But if you're in tier 10 and you close 2 businesses the first week you're out doing that, that's $500 in your pocket immediately.
Yeah. Sure. Well, listen, you can be at tier 10 and do what I do.
Right.
It's cool, right? Like you could, like I said, you're tier 10, get 5 businesses on your, that are actually selling, and trust me, you'll be tiered up really quick. I mean, you'll be where AJ is, man. Yeah. In no time. I'm saying it's like the tire company tiered me like really fast.
That's pretty interesting right there for sure. Just having like a couple of designs up, 4 or 5 designs up, and all of a sudden you're making like 700 shirt sales in a week.
But the cool thing is it's the designs are done already.
Yeah.
Right.
So
You're
this
just
is
taking their logo. They're done. You don't have to do, bro. You don't have to do shit. You just upload it. And they're running the promo. They're running. They're doing that, and you keep track of the sales. I don't have to tell you guys. You go to the analyze tab. You know, you pick the dates. You know, and if they want to see, you know, their sales, you can just send it over to them. But listen, they're getting money, right?
Yeah.
They're not like worried about, oh my gosh, you're ripping me off. You know what I'm saying? They're working their business. You're driving the income in for them. You know what I'm saying? So I've never had that problem. People ask me that. And if you run into that, then just print out a thing and send it to them. That's all. You know, it's real simple.
Now, are you, so just for my own information, when you're splitting royalties with the business, are you guys doing that like quarterly, or are you doing it monthly?
I do it monthly. So, and I tell them, I don't even say that I don't tell them that Amazon pays us monthly. I just say we pay monthly. Okay. And then what I do is I print out the CVS, send it to them, and you can work out how you want to pay them. You can do PayPal, or you can write them a check. But if you're going to take this serious as a business, in order for you to do that, you don't have to do it right away, but you need to file an LLC to 1099 them. You don't want to get taxed for all that shit, right? I mean, you know more. You know about this, Matt. So, it's cheap to do that now. You know, if you're gonna do this model, look. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you there's no cost. Okay, you wanna, like with contracts, right? You want to go to a trademark attorney and spend $200-300. And have it, and it's a one-time fee, and you can use it over and over again, right? If you're going to take this seriously,
right?
There's a cost, but that's done. You know, permission letters, right? That's what you like. It's funny. I posted my $1 million mic thing in the group, and they flagged the thing. They rejected my design. So, you know, and so I'm writing my own permission letter, and I'm like, so like, it was funny. It's funny as shit, dude. I'm like doing this today, like, you know, so I escalated it, and there, you know, I should hear something. It was just fun. It's a crack up, dude.
Right.
You know.
So one other question I saw a lot, and I'm kind of curious about it too, is, you know, obviously we all went through the freeze in December. It's happened the last couple of years. How did that affect the private links?
Okay, I've gotten this thing 100 times. Okay, so guys, the freeze was for uploads, right? My account is established from 2 years. They don't stop. The people that are established accounts don't get affected. I didn't get affected. That's when I did. That was my best month. Right. You can't upload. You couldn't. I went back and read the thing. You can't upload these new designs or or change the listing. My listing's been the same since, 2 years ago. So it didn't affect me. It didn't affect private links. It doesn't affect counts. I mean, do you really, guys, think about this for a second?
I think what they're more concerned with, Mike, is, so for us at least, a lot of our shirts basically disappeared during the freeze. People just didn't have the ability to be able to buy them, so they're more concerned with being able to, have their customers still go through the link and fulfill their orders.
I haven't had that issue, guys. I'm just telling you, I haven't had my stuff didn't disappear.
Okay, cool.
And plus, my stuff is it's you know what a private link is, right? It's still live. It's just, if I send it to you, you can see it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's for tracking purposes, right? Because when you have more than one location, they want to know where the sales are coming from.
Right.
So they know where to put their money at, right? That's all that is for. I've been doing that since day one. I never done a live unless for friends that did shirts for me. I have a couple of those. Very few.
So also too, what are you doing? So when you get the agreement and everything, and then you have the designs and you upload it to the private link, are you sending like the agreement over to merch before you upload, or after you upload?
You're sending a permission letter to merch.
Like before or after?
No, you have to get that from the owner, a permission. Okay, a permission letter. It doesn't matter. It could be on a little piece of paper like this, but something that says you're better off to try to get it on a letterhead. But yes, you have to get that from the owner. And then when you're getting ready, before you upload the shirt, make sure you send that to merch support so they're aware. Saying, I'm going to be doing this, uploading this. You send that in, and then you can upload, and then they'll know what it is. If you don't do that, they'll reject it.
Okay.
Yeah, just heads up. But that's all you need. Like, just go to the owner and make sure, that you have that before you upload it, or just you're not going to be able to.
Right. So when you're going into a business now, are you bringing in samples of the shirts along with like the mock-ups that you have?
Yes, I always bring. Yeah, if I get an appointment with them.
Good question.
Yes. Yeah, I want them to see. It's like you're doing a small, easy presentation. Okay, here's what your shirt looks like on the listing, and then here's the shirts, you can feel and touch them. And it's guys, listen. What I'm doing is, it's not a 20-module course. Okay, if you can't explain to somebody merch in 10 minutes what I do, then you shouldn't be doing this. It's not like it can take you 10 minutes to show somebody merch. I'm just saying, it's simple what I'm doing. It sounds to people that haven't done it daunting, but it's easy once you get that warm lead.
Interesting. Okay. That's pretty good, because I was thinking about that too. Like, might as well just get the design and print it real fast on a shirt. That's what I was thinking. But I wasn't sure.
Well, you guys are better than me. Like, you can do it, like, easier. Like, and just make sure if you get the appointment, you want to be like, guys, don't go in like half-assed. Mm-hmm. Go in and bring shirts, bring a mock-up. Show them. The more you show them, the better. Yeah. If you go in and like, oh yeah, check this out on my phone, like, you ain't gonna sell shit, and then they're gonna look at you like, you know what I mean? I'm just being honest, dude. I'm just trying to, like, don't go in half cocked into the place,
Oh, no, for sure. I just think it's a different world for a lot of people, right? Like, this is the world that I live in and the world that you live in. But for a lot of people, like, that have been in merch, the reason they got into merch was because it gave them the opportunity to sit at home behind their computer and earn a living. Right, like they had the opportunity to really not go out and deal with people. So it's a different experience.
Sure.
And I think that's going to be the number one stumbling block.
But listen, I listen to what you guys are saying, Matt and RJ and everybody else. My sales are suffering. I mean, even that you're not saying it like that, but my sales are not as good or whatever. I hear from all over the groups. Oh, I only got this many designs. Oh, right. I'm just listening to what you guys are saying. I don't have that problem, guys. I know, because it's different. It's a business. It's a real life business, doing sales every single day. You know what I'm saying? It's a public. These guys are not. A business is not there to not make money. At the end of the day, right? These guys. This is so much different. I get consistent sales every single day. I posted in the dojo in the group the other day. I just picked up a skydiving company, right, that I've been working on for 2 months. And I was showing that, just to show the check, like, hey, this is a real check, guys, that you can get from an owner. And the owner said, hey, if you discount the fee, I'll give you my other two places. Of course, I'm going to say yes. So I did it for $275, and I walked that went into my account, like my bank account. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm trying to say. Do things different. While you're waiting for a royalty, you could be doing this stuff. And I said, don't be afraid to, man, if you're going in and for your time, man, get some money while you're at it, Right. And like you said earlier, people take you serious, If you just walk in there, like, they think you're going to be scamming. If they think you're legit when you actually charge them for a fee for something, bro.
Well, I mean, it's, you're approaching them as this is a way for them to market themselves, right? For them to bring in business. They don't expect you to come in out of the kindness of your heart and suddenly start handing them business. If that happens, they're going to go, the fuck is this guy trying to do? How is he trying to take money out of my pocket?
Exactly, dude. You get it, dude. Like, because you've been in that game, it's you understand. I mean, do you get it too, RJ? I mean,
that part I'm trying to think about it right now. I was gonna ask you, like, what are you guys talking about? Pay you? I was literally gonna go get someone $100. Give someone $100. Hey, let me help you out. Here's $100. Let me get like your logo, and we'll split the royalties. I'll put it live on Amazon. Order a shirt for you. Bring it back to you. Here you go. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking about being like trying to be different.
Guys, I'm just showing you a way. I mean, I have like a couple of guys that are my students.
Mm-hmm.
They're just copying what I'm doing. Like, Mike, can we copy you? Yes, please copy me. Please copy this guy. One guy, I got to get his permission to share. I mean, with you guys, but this guy's gonna. I'm telling you, he's gonna kill it, man. He lives near like a bunch of businesses, you know. I mean, like a lot of them. Somebody posted in the dojo group the other day that they went to see 3 people just went to go see them. And one of them has got 265 locations.
Right.
That's, you know, and they're interested. So, you know, I don't want to tell you. I mean, that's
the biggest thing I'm trying to get across to people is like, just get out there and go do it. Like, I can't tell you how many people I've seen that have taken the idea, right, and don't even have all the information, not even close to the information, but it's just the idea. Like, I can go and actually talk to a real business and present them an idea for how I can solve a problem for them with merch, and they're making money. Like, I've seen at least 10 posts within the last 2 weeks. Hey, I did this and I signed up a business.
Debbie just signed somebody up. She just messaged me, and she said, Debbie, you know Debbie, right?
Yeah.
Signed somebody up, man. Like, dude, that's the kind of stuff that makes me like my whole day, because she actually went out. You know, I talked to her on the phone, and she just went out and did it. Like, I explained everything. So it's like, guys, not hard. Just talk to people. There's a guy I can count, like, this is so amazing. I can count on my hands and feet a couple of times now that people that are getting their first sales, man. Hey, Mike, I got my first $250 check and all that. And then go and find out there's 3 other locations or 4 locations. Or like Beth did, there's 265 stores. It just takes, like, guys, you know, if you just go at it, I mean, stuff, it's not going to fall on your lap, but if you go out and do this enough, you'll get a good deal like that, you know, or a restaurant with 3 or 4 locations. Listen, Matt, you see, I don't want everybody to be focused on what I'm doing.
Right.
I have the pizza place I picked up. I get $1,240 a month from them. Okay, is that? I mean, you could do something like that's
right. Like, how many goddamn pizza places are there out?
Do that 3 or 5 times.
Right.
You know, come on, dude. You know, it's like I can teach people to do this all day long. You know, like, it's not hard. It really isn't, man.
It's probably my favorite pizza spot in San Diego too, huh?
I'll be rolling up that place, dude. Yeah.
Spot.
Where's AJ at, man? Yeah, he owes me a pizza. Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, man, that's a lot of good, like, that's all content right there. A lot of good knowledge for sure.
Yeah, you know, I you know, guys, I'm a regular guy like both you guys, dude. I just took but you know, I really honed in on this stuff. You know, I worked my ass off to get here. It wasn't like I'm, you know, behind the computer here, dude. The first year I saw 2,200 businesses.
Yeah.
You know how many no's you think I got, bro? You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of no's, but people give up. They get a no and like, oh man, this sucks. I'm not going to do this. I'm like the king of follow-up and persistence and implementation. I don't take, like, somebody says no, I just, okay, no problem. Just move on.
When you follow up, how long do you wait? What's the wait period?
I wait yeah. I mean, I'll wait a little longer than that, maybe 3-4 weeks, you know, depending, you know, if there's a lot, like, if it's a bigger establishment and there's a lot of different management there, I'll wait like 2 to 3 weeks. But if it's a smaller type business, maybe they have 1 or 2 locations, I'll wait a little bit longer, 4 to 6 weeks. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I mean, you know, it's just, like I said, the stuff I'm saying is, you know, it's kind of a foundation, and then you can take it and make it your own, right? Like the people that are doing well, like, I'm learning from them. Yeah. Like, I'm asking, hey, can I implement that in my business? You know what I'm saying? There's some smart people out there.
Yeah. And I was like, also, yeah, for sure. Also, too, Mike, he does have a course. and I have to get it from him. We're gonna put it in the description down below. So
yeah, I can. Do you want me to put it in the chat? I mean, or
yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Let me just grab it real quick.
I don't know if a link is live in the chat though. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I can. You can do it after the show. I'll give it to you. And like I said, look, guys, I'm not. You know, if you talk to anybody that really knows me, I'm really here to help. Okay, I'm not a guru. Okay, you talk to anybody that really knows me and ask them if I've given them time on the phone. Talk to Young. I talked to him the other day for 30 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I can name at least 5 of the people that I've talked to that you've spoken to. They're not like people that have a platform, that have shows or anything else. Like that, you've just helped out of the goodness of your heart. Like, you're the kind of guy that like you have something that's amazing, and you just want to help as many people out as possible.
Dude, you don't see me pushing courses, do you?
Right.
Ask anybody that's talked to me. You know what I mean? I'm not a marketer. I'm not a I'm a, I do merch, that's what I do. I do merch for a living. I do window cleaning for a living. I don't, I'm not a course creator, or, I'm not trying to pitch 20 courses, and I don't do that, man. I really want to sincerely help people, and I don't, there's nothing behind, like, listen, if you're successful, maybe give me a testimonial, you know what I'm saying, or something. That's all I'm looking for, but like I said, Matt, who I've talked to. I mean, I talked to, when the dojo's been out, I've probably talked to, close to 300 people. And I'm not saying like, 5-minute conversations either.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can turn around and I can make a fortune for that, right? Like, I can really, but I don't know. I'm weird about that. No,
I get it. So here's a question that kind of interests me. Are there any businesses in particular that you don't go into? So say, for example, that they're selling ads and everything else. You see that you have ads in the Penny Saver, but you found that like they don't work out very well for you.
Let me think. Trying to think. Like
strip club.
I wouldn't. You're funny. You're funny. You said that, bro. I actually picked up a strip club.
Like, oh yeah.
Yeah. When Chris Green and Jason T, they were doing the Wounded Warrior 2.5 years ago, like to raise money, and they interviewed me. Yeah, I was, I was just like, there's like a strip where I live, like, well, in Oceanside, right? And there was a strip club, and they had all these flags up and stuff. Yeah, I walked in there, man. I'm like, and I just started talking to them about merch, and I signed them up and everything. Can you imagine like how much business they? Yeah, wear my T-shirt in, and you get a free lap dance, right?
Yeah, we're going in. Hey, we're getting free bottle service. Lap dances and everything.
Exactly, dude. So so don't judge. I mean, it's just trying stuff out in the day,
Hey, Matt, you stay home.
Hey.
But Matt, to answer your question, gosh, I mean, like I've done like churches and stuff, and I mean, you're not gonna make a lot of money, but you're helping them, right, with shirts and stuff. And I like the money that we put the shirts up on my platform, and whatever money I made for myself, I just gave to them.
Right.
You don't have to donate. And here's the thing, like, they'll tear you up a little bit, right? But at the same time, there'll be those couple of women or men. Hey, Matt did my shirts. Oh, really? And then they come and talk to you. They might be a business, or they might ask you to do something for them, so it could turn into business.
Well, I mean, this business is all about networking. It's people talk, especially.
Listen, bro, I've been on the ground for 2 years, kind of like you get all the freaking haters come out because you're doing something, and I just like, I don't got time for that shit, I just like, and then I resurfaced, because Chris wanted a testimonial, but I've been working hard, like on the, I still, people wonder where I went, because the people that actually knew me in the beginning, but I don't, get to know me, I'm actually a pretty cool guy, you know. I bet you there's the trolls out there that just hate what
There always is. It doesn't matter. There's always somebody that wants to look for the negative immediately. They don't have the ability to actually look at something and go, I mean, because here's the thing, right? Like, there's no incentive for you to be full of shit, right? Like, there really isn't.
No, dude, I do this every day. No, I mean, like, listen, I'm, you know, I'll share things with, you know, I'm not going to share things in a free group, but you know,
right, exactly. But I mean, like you said, like, yes, you have a course. I've never seen you once actually promote the fucking course. The only reason I knew it was because I happened to see something about it a while ago. I just remember.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I haven't seen you promote the course once.
Because I don't make my living doing that.
100%.
You popped up in our private chat. Just let you know, he popped up in our private chat like, who is this guy? And all of a sudden you popped up, boom, here's his link, here's his course.
Oh, yeah.
Let's being honest. Let's being honest.
Matt, when did you like hear about me? Like, cause I like, you know, like a while ago, or you know?
The first time I heard about you was when I was consuming as many YouTube videos as I could when we first got on the platform. And literally anything that said merch, I watched. And I saw you on an interview with, I don't remember who it was, but you were talking about your numbers, about what you did the first month.
Mm-hmm.
And
was it Dave Espino?
Yeah, it was Dave. Okay. Yeah, that's the one that I saw first.
That's who I did the course with, because I know Dave from like the eBay days. Like, he used to have infomercials. That's how far back Dave goes. And I used to actually have one of his course. Like, I bought that because I wanted to learn. Like, this is like my first attempt to go online. Right. You know, like, oh yeah, I'll make, you know how those infomercials are. Yeah, you can do this, and you know, I didn't know better, but that's how. And Dave, listen, everybody knows this, okay? I don't reach out to people, and that was maybe a big mistake. Like, I knew who you were, I knew who RJ was, because I think what you guys are doing is for the community is good too. And I want to, like, people that are doing that come to me and want to do that model. I send them to your channel. I send them to RJ's channel. Go watch these guys. You know what I mean? Because I'm not the expert. These guys are doing this, and you guys give a lot of nuggets, man. You know what I'm saying? So I've been a fan of you guys for a long time. I just don't like it. I don't know. I don't go out of my way to say, hey, Matt, this is me. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't do that. So Ken Real he said, man, just Mike, you know, everybody, you know, go reach out to people. So you guys, it was in the Design Factory group or whatever, Matt Cartlett or whatever. Yep. And that's how we connected. I said, hey, RJ, I love your, you know, I'm a big fan. I like your channel. And then RJ and I were going back and forth, and then you jumped in, and that's how we connected. And I've been a fan of you guys for a long time, but like I said, I don't bug people, but I'm glad we connected, you know, because with the dojo, I was able to help a lot of people, you know, because everybody's having that struggle, you know, right now. And right. So
100%.
If people are willing, like I said, if they're willing to really want to do this, I'm more than happy to, you know, like I said, I got on calls with people, you know, Mary and Debbie, you know, you can talk to them. I mean, they you know, they're part of the Jersey, California district.
Yeah.
So
they're cool people. They're very cool people.
Yeah, I mean, I talked to them both. They're super nice. Most of the people I talk to are great people, and they got great ideas. You know what I mean? It's awesome. I mean, it makes, I'm like, it makes me feel good, because like, wow, you know, like I didn't even think of that. And then you get they come up with this really cool ass shit, and I'm like, and I always ask, I don't like, yeah, I'm going to steal this from you. I'm like, I ask, can I implement this? You know, it's a respect thing. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
So that's just how I've been. You know. So
you guys, you want to get a couple questions in?
Go ahead, dude.
Yeah. Also, too, if you guys go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and share it. There's a lot of good knowledge right here. Just share it with everybody, and you know what I mean. Show the love.
So you're just real quick, because let's take a minute to get some questions in, Mike. Yeah. You already had a small ad agency that you were basically doing on the side along with your window business before you even started merch?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's, and listen, what I do like to do is I like to do meetups. Mm-hmm. I like to meet people that you know, that do Facebook. You know, one guy I was teaching how to do merch. He said, you know, because I didn't know that like I said, I try stuff, right?
Right.
So I did a little meetup. I ran a little ad. How would you like to do Amazon's new platform, Merch by Amazon, for your business? And then 30 people showed up. So this one guy says, hey, would you be willing to, you know, like show me how to do this and I'll do your Facebook ads?
Okay.
You know, stuff like that. So I made I just talked to a designer last week, like a web designer. I have a person I talked to that does Google ads, AdWords. And so, but, you know, I don't have to be the expert at all that stuff. You know what I mean? So
right.
For instance, if you needed somebody to do Facebook ads, this guy would charge like $500 to do an ad for the company, and you go and charge whatever you want. You know, if you want to charge a little bit more, you charge 1,000 and whatever. That's what I do. But at the same time, even if you're charging them that much, that guy is going to bring in a lot of money for that company. He's going to bring. I mean, if you're charging 1,000, he's going to bring in, $6,000 to $8,000.
Right. So here's the thing that's like got my wheels turning, right? Like, because this is the world I live in, right? Like, finding customers is the name of the game, and if you can actually bring customers to somebody, you become a very valuable commodity. Because most people don't understand how to market. They might have a skill, they might know how to do something really well, but they don't understand how to bring customers to the door. Because this is something I do all day, every day. Like right. I've helped people build their entire business because I have overflow and our marketing is so on point. We get tons of stuff in. Like, nice. 100%. This works the exact same way.
Dude, you're like, I'm not, like I said, bro, you're probably better at a lot of stuff than I am, but I turn to people that, I'm not going to sit and do a 20-module course on Facebook, right?
Right.
I'm going to, this guy does it every day. When stuff changes, he knows what's happening. He knows what to do. I say, hey, this customer needs this done. And that's it, and he takes care of that for me,
Yeah, I love it. RJ, you see any questions?
Well, a lot of the questions have been answered earlier. Like he literally,
okay. I mean,
you really hit them all already.
Yeah, I mean, whatever, guys. I'm here for you. So whatever.
Okay, here's one. So if let's see, any tips for the Amazon, like people that live? I mean, any tips for the Canadians that live in? Amazon. I mean, live in.
They live in Amazon, dude?
No. Okay, my bad. Any tips for people that live in Canada that have merch by Amazon?
Amazon's not in Canada, right?
No.
I mean, our merch, I should say.
Yeah.
A good guy to talk to. I mean, I'm not an expert. The good guy to talk to is Jacob Toppings. I reach out to him. That guy, that he knows more about that than me.
He's actually in Canada too, so he's
in Canada. He's a good guy to talk to. I'm sure you can just type his name in the search engine, and whatever. He's very active in a lot of the groups.
Yeah.
But that's who I would reach out to because he knows more about that. I don't know about that, so I'm sorry I can't help you there. But reach out to him. He can answer your questions that way.
That's right.
Yeah.
So your tire accountant, you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but is that just employees or is that like apparel that they're selling out of their store also?
No, it's one's for employees. They don't make money on that one.
Right.
The other one's for promotion.
Right.
Yeah, and that's for tire sales.
Yeah.
Right.
So like rotation, whatever the promotion is, like you bring the shirt in, you get
here. I'll share some of the stuff. Right. They you see them. They do like buy 3 tires get 1 free. They did a 2 for 2 tires. Get 2 free. And the crazy promotion that I made all my money is they were having people buy 1 tire and getting 3 free, which is freaking crazy. They don't run that all the time. That's like a but dude, look what they're doing now. Like they're it's 68,000 t-shirts, man.
Right. But it brings people in. That's the thing that that I love. Like somebody buys the t-shirt, they're going to go into that fucking company, right?
Yeah. And they record everything, and it's nice. They know you can't. Somebody brought up a good point the other day, saying that, well, what about if they try to like wear it again? I forget how it went. Yeah, wear the t-shirt again to get another promo. I said it's all documented, like recorded, and with a receipt and all that stuff. Right. So you can't try to hose them. They're not that stupid,
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you're approaching the businesses, are you approaching them as Mike from the window cleaning company, or are you approaching them as Mike from whatever your company is?
Yeah, no, it's my company, Bull Rush Media, and I took, you know, in my course, it shows samples of everything, but I changed. I didn't put my phone number on the card because I don't want, you know, people calling and bugging my people.
Right.
I'm saying, and that's the reason why I did that, because I made the mistake of sharing something, and they called a company, and the guy got so, he was like, oh, I almost lost an account. Like, Mike, what the fuck's going on? You know what I mean? Kind of shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What do you put on your business cards?
It's my company name, and it says I'm a lead generation specialist, and then on the back it says, let us show you how we can get clients into your business using Amazon. That's it. Real simple. Because guys, I keep it simple that way because I want the owner to call me, right? I don't want to tell too much.
Right.
I want to tell a little as possible. And you're going like, Matt's like, Amazon. Like, really? So then he said, hey, come in and talk to me, and then I can do my whole pitch to him. You know what I mean? I like face-to-face, guys. I'm really good at that stuff. I want to talk to you, Matt. If you're a business owner, I don't want to sit like, you know, hey, let's pick up the phone, bro. You know, like, no, that's my strength.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
Get ready to learn some new skills, guys. Like, it's a new, it's a new world. You know, this is the conversations that we've been having behind the scenes. A lot of us, right? Is like, okay, so things are changing in merch right now. They're different than they were last year, right? So how do we evolve? How do we grow? How do we continue to build our business out and do something with this to make it into a real business? And for me, at least, like, this is it right here. Like, this is my skill set. This is what I do. I fucking love talking to people. I love sales. This is like bread and butter, right? Like, I know I can walk in the door and crush this. But, you know, you have to think outside the box a little bit sometimes, guys.
Yeah, dude. I mean, the ideas that, like I was mentioning earlier, the ideas that some people are coming up with, like, holy shit, man. Like, I was like, wow, how come I didn't think of this? But that's the beauty about me networking with you. You might have an idea. Hey, Mike, you want to look what I found out. Right. And I'm hoping, like, I'm willing to, like, guys like you that, like, take this seriously. I'm willing to share things like that. I'm sure you are too. Like, I always ask though, out of respect for people.
Yeah, I mean, that's how me and RJ, like, that's how we built our merch business in the first place. It was us bouncing ideas back and forth between each other and going, hey, this works, try this, try this.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember, like, man, I remember when you were just starting your channel, bro. You were the Merch Elephant. I remember you said, I'm starting a channel and I'm going to be sharing videos and keywords. I mean, it's cool. Like, I got a lot of nuggets from both of you guys, man. You know, like I said, I don't need a 20 module course. Like AJ, like some of the stuff, I'm like, wow, that's so friggin' cool.
Yeah.
You know, like, because I'm helping, like, I'm like, yeah, and I go to watch you guys too. But like I said, people are always asking me what are good YouTube channels, and I just tell them, man, go to RJ's channel, man. He's always sharing like really cool stuff. You know, and stuff that I'm like, wow, man, I didn't think of that, you know. So and the same with you, bro.
So here's a pretty good question. How closely are you aligning with the tire company's marketing department for these promotions? Are they giving you the promotion, or are you kind of suggesting them? Is it more organic? You guys are bouncing ideas back and forth.
Yeah, they're really good at they're doing their promotions. You know what I'm saying? They're I'm not like telling them. I'm not telling them to buy one tire get 3 free.
Right.
I'm not. No, they're doing that. They're doing the promos, dude.
That's the genius of it too. Like, you present the idea, right? Like, this is what we can do, and then their marketing department goes, okay, well, we can do this now. We can do this now. We can do this now.
Yeah, like I said, it's real simple. But you're taking one little thing here, okay, and just making a little change where with the QR codes and a T-shirt, and it's simple. And again, I'll reiterate, they're already spending the money, man.
Yeah.
You know, all you have to do is present them with something, and they run it, and then you just sit back and you watch sales come in.
Yeah, people don't realize how much money gets spent on those flyers.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I just want to say, when I started this, man, it was 15. You know, because they run. It was, and this is a smaller one, right? They have like a big I was paying like $1,500. I don't have one here. Now they're $4,000 because look at this dude, full color, man. They're really nice. Yeah, listen. This is direct response. You know, Matt, right?
Yep.
It works, or they wouldn't be coming to your house.
Okay, so most of your shirts too with the big brand companies, are you doing front and back, or how are you doing that?
Just the front.
Just the front. Okay. All right. And
yeah,
then
$25.99. Huh?
$25.99.
$25.99. Yeah, because RJ, it's a business, right? People, would you buy a shirt for $25 to get 3 tires free? Mm-hmm. Think about that. What do tires cost, right?
Yeah,
it's a no-brainer. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's crazy that you say that because I have a really good buddy that I go out with him and stuff like that, and him and his brothers own a tire shop, and I've been talking to him about it, and he's like, "Yeah, man," because he knows that I always support him, and we always have we support each other.
Nice, dude.
So
I mean, that you see what I just said earlier?
Yeah.
You know somebody with a business. Go start with them first. Get your feet wet, man.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're your good buddies and you want to waive the fee, then waive the fee for them, or or whatever. I'll get $100. Mm-hmm. Say, hey, I need $100 to set you up.
Yeah.
They're not gonna say no, AJ.
Yeah.
RJ.
Yeah, for sure. And that's another thing too. It's like build a relationship with people that you go into. Like my grandpa, he builds a relationship with the cook when he goes to a Mexican restaurant. Like the owner, he's all about the cook. He's like, hey, what kind of, you know what I mean? He'll talk about the beans and rice or something like that.
Absolutely. and so did your grandfather used to have a restaurant, or does he?
He used to work for the city for about 30 years, and he's well known. So that's why I told him, I was like, hey, Pops, like, hey, maybe you can help me out with this. Because I know you know a lot of people. Like you can go to like the retirement homes and work out a deal or something like that. So
you see, you need to get in real good with your.
Hey man, you've been trying to get Pops to run that second merch account. I think you found a much better business model right here, RJ.
I know he's about to kill me right now. He's about to 20 live designs.
You can help him, and he can help you, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you could like maybe find a business. And then put it into his account, and then you can get some, like whatever. I mean, it's so much. The sky's the limit with this business, guys. I'm just telling you. Listen, I can tell you that. Say this with confidence. There are people that are going to surpass me doing this model, though. Not doing the other one, but doing this model. I already see it. Dude.
Yeah. That's
but it's just like you said earlier, Matt. You just got to get out there, man, and talk.
100%.
Yeah.
So let's take one more question, RJ, and I think wrap it up. We've already been an hour and a half. This has been
okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
This has been hot. I didn't even notice it until I looked down at the clock and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. Okay. So let's get one more question in, and then one more question. Well, honestly, I think he pretty much answered everything. I swear, he literally went through everything.
I agree with you, man.
Knocked it out.
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
You know how it is. There's always one other question somebody has to answer.
Yeah. Just get out there, guys. Just go. Just do it.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna make $1 million in royalties. That's what I'm looking at. It's gonna be close.
All right. So, how often are you updating the companies on sales? It's monthly, right?
Yeah, monthly.
Yeah.
CVS file sends it over.
Yeah. Monthly. Listen. Most of the companies you build a relationship, they're not worried about you taking anything or stealing,
right?
Or not being honest with them. I mean,
well, they're seeing the numbers too coming in the doors.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. They're seeing the T-shirts that people walking in. So
right.
that's
100%. Very cool. This has been awesome, Mike. So I can't thank you enough.
I've been like when you asked me, I was really excited to be on.
Yeah, this is.
I've been looking forward to this interview like out of everybody. I really like you guys. You're really helping the community and stuff. So I love that.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah.
What kind of follow up are you doing with the customer after you close the set or close the?
Well, you get them set up, right? The first month you get them set up. They're running their promos. You're getting sales, right? And then the first month I'll probably give them a call and see how things are going and stuff. And then then I'll revisit them like a month after the month's over, you know what I'm saying? And then start slowly talking to them, like, do you want to scale your business a little bit more? And talk to them about Facebook. You know what I mean? I just want to get money in their pocket. They're making money.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And like, you're their best friend when you do that. You know what I mean? They don't give a shit if you know SEO and I can rank you on the first page. They give a crap about that. They want to know how many clients you're going to get me in that tour. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Cool.
Okay.
That's
Well,
awesome.
yeah, Mike, we appreciate you coming on the show. That means a lot to us. And
Oh yeah, dude. Thanks for having me, man. I really appreciate this is awesome, dude.
yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Also, to share your link with me, I'll put it in the description down below with your course. Everybody, too, also give the video a thumbs up and share the video. It means a lot. And I appreciate you guys coming out tonight and watching us. Or if you guys are not even coming out, you guys are just watching us.
Hey, man, it's still their time. Like, they took the time out on a freaking, on a night they could spend with their family.
They're all going to march into Matt's room right in a second.
Yeah, but yeah. All right. That's about it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Night.